Huh? That's it? Daredevil Born Again Episode 7, Art for Art's Sake, just released, and there's some insane stuff that we have to talk about, but let me just say, not all of it's gonna be positive. And if you're here, you're probably a Marvel fan, so press the follow button. But before that, spoiler alert, we have a lot to talk about. First of all, I just want to say that I don't think this episode is all that bad. I still think it's a very good episode for the most part. I really like how they're building up Matt and Heather's relationship. Heather is a therapist, and Matt has a lot of trauma from what happened to Foggy and everything that happened in his past, and obviously that sets up a great connection between them. But there is one glaring mistake with the season that brings it down a lot, and it has everything to do with Muse. Well, for starters, he's been billed as the main villain in the trailers and stuff in the marketing, but he wasn't really a main villain. He was only set up, and he only fully appeared in episode 4. And I think this episode just proves that this angle does not work. Now we know Bastion, Hunter Dune's character, who is Heather's client, is Muse, but let's be honest, we all know that already. And he tries to make Heather his next victim when Matt showed up as Daredevil, and they admittedly gave us a pretty dope fight scene. But hey, just when you thought they were finally getting somewhere with Muse, it's over. Heather, eliminated him. This is where it ends. Originally, I was confused but optimistic about where they're heading with this character, but now having fully seen the arc, it just feels like a subplot. In fact, the Muse arc just takes away from the show as a whole, and it hurts me to say because he's such an interesting character. But in the end of the day, I do think this is one fatal flaw with it. There's also this one mafia storyline with Vanessa that I really don't get, and I feel just takes away from the show. But it's finally heading up to something that looks great because it seems like Vanessa ordered a hit on Fist. One of the mobsters tried to eliminate Fist, but he got stopped by British Wesley over here. This was a great ending. It feels so much like the Netflix show. But I also really like how they're handling the police corruption stuff because Fisk wants the anti-vigilante task force to take credit for Muse being eliminated, not Daredevil. I was very skeptical with where they're heading with Cole North because he's a great character in the comics and he's not a bad cop at all. But it seems like he is doubting Fisk, so I hope they don't make him like a corrupt cop or anything. I do like where they're heading with the task force storyline because I could tell it's important to season 2. But what did you think of Daredevil Born Again episode 7? Are you hyped for the last 2 episodes? Please let me know and let's talk about it.